Hey everyone, welcome to the Fittest App. My name is Verity and today we're going to be doing a full body 15-minute Pilates flow. So let's just all start to think about our posture. Our feet are hip width apart. I'm just going to rock backwards and forwards until we get our weight evenly distributed across our bodies. Strut through our legs, squeeze through our glutes and come to the natural curve of our spine. So if you've never done Pilates before, let's place our hands on our pelvic bones and just going to tuck into our pelvis till we get that natural alignment. So if this is position A, all the way forward, and this is position C, all the way back, we want position B, so just somewhere in the middle. Once we think we've got that natural alignment of our spine, I want us to draw up, we'll grow 2 inches. Imagine that helium balloon is attached to the top of our heads, pulling us up to the ceiling. Let's come to our abdominal muscles. Imagine someone's punching you in the stomach, so you're really contracting throughout the class. Place our hands on our ribs. I want us to really get into our Pilates zone. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. So if you're doing this in your living rooms, in your gardens, just close your eyes. Get that breathing right. Still squeezing through those abs. Bring our arms down by our sides. Start to release that tension in the neck. Rolling from one side over to the other side. Keep breathing. Let's start to roll through those shoulders. Bringing those shoulder blades back and down through our backs. We're still lengthening and lifting at the same time. We're still growing 2 inches. Start to roll through our hips one way, rolling through our hips the other way. Let's bring one knee up into our chest, challenging our balance, rolling through our ankles. Keep smiling. Rolling through the other way. Let's grab that foot. Inhale to exhale, bring the arm out to the side. Keep that balance. Coming into a quad stretch. Bring that arm up to that ear. Inhale to exhale as we lean forward. Coming back into center. Let's go on the other side. Bring the other knee into our chest. Shoulders are back and down. Rolling through your ankle one way. Rolling through the other way. Coming into a quad stretch. Arm out to the side, shoulders back and down. Keep that balance, no wobbling. Arm up to our ear. Inhale to exhale as we bend forward, holding that balance. Coming back up to center. Let's take our feet hip width apart, shoulders back and down, hands in prayer position. Inhale to exhale as we come down into a squat, coming up straight. Exhaling as we squat, keep the shoulders back and down. Keep that weight in the back of our heels. Starting to warm up those glutes. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, well done. Let's take those feet a little bit wider. Turn those feet out, shoulders back and down, back into prayer position. Inhale to exhale, let's squat, knees are over our toes. Keeping that chest up, opening up through our shoulders. We're still lengthening and lifting up as we squat down. Coming back up to straight. Let's do 2 more here. Now we've warmed up, let's get straight into the workout. Let's start with our roll down. Shoulders are back and down, lengthening and lifting through our bodies. Inhale, exhale, tuck our chin into our chest, rolling down. Vertebrae, vertebrae, all the way down to the floor. Let's walk our hands forward, coming into that downward dog position, driving those heels into the floor, adding a foot pedal, left to right, exhaling as we do so. Let's take our opposite hand, opposite foot, stretching through and back. Stretching through the other side and back. Exhaling as we stretch. Last 2 here. Last 1. Coming into a full plank position. Take that right leg behind, take that left leg behind. Inhale, exhale, pushing back, driving those heels into the floor. Coming back down again. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, pushing back, driving that bum into the air, pushing those heels into the mat. Coming back down again. Let's slowly lower ourselves down to the mat. Taking our hands by our ears, our legs together. We're going to take our chest off the floor, then take our legs off the floor. So working our upper back, then working our lower back. Exhaling as we do so, shoulders are back and down, take those legs off the floor. Exhaling. This time we're going to reach forward with our arms, coming back into a VW. So squeezing those shoulder blades back together, keeping those feet on the floor, arms out in front of us. Squeezing the shoulder blades back together, arms out in front of each other. Keep breathing, gazes forward, take that chest off the floor. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 1. Hold it here. And pulse up and down. For 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing back, stretching out those abs. Going from one side over to the other side. Drag our buttocks towards our heels, stretching out into child pose. Reaching forward those hands, stretching out those shoulders. Making our way to our seat bones. Shoulders are back and down. Legs are lengthened away in front of us, palms are facing each other. Inhale, exhale, tuck that pelvis underneath us, rolling back. Lower back, mid back, upper back, all the way down to the mat. Arms come out behind our ears. Enjoy that full body stretch. Inhale, exhale, palms facing the sky. Reaching forward with our hands, peeling ourselves off the mat. Coming back up to sitting up straight and reaching over. Forward flexing, stretching out those hamstrings. Palms are facing the sky, let's go again. Tuck that tailbone underneath us. Exhaling all the way back down to the mat. Arms past our ears, let's do it one more time. Palms facing the sky. Reaching up, using those abs to bring us up again. Shoulders are back and down. Reaching over, stretching out those hamstrings. Last time, rolling back. Exhaling as we're rolling back, all the way down to the floor. Shoulders are back and down. Let's bend our knees. Coming into a rest position, making sure our back is neutral into the spine. Take a breath, tuck into that pelvis. Inhale, tuck that tailbone under, coming up to that bridge position. Lowering ourselves back down again. This time, let's take our arms behind our ears, coming back into that bridge position. Lowering ourselves back down again. Let's bend through our right leg into that tabletop position. Tuck that tailbone under, pushing up. Lowering ourselves back down again. Keep that leg where it is, pushing up. Lowering ourselves back down again. Exhale, pushing up. Lowering back down again. Last time, pushing up. Let's stretch that leg up to the ceiling. Come back down again. Lowering ourselves back down. Other leg into that tabletop position. Come back up. Coming through that spine. Lowering back down again. Inhale, exhale. Coming back up, drawing up through our spines. Using our core. Coming back down again. Last 2 here. Keep breathing. Last time, knee in that tabletop position, lengthen away. Slowly lowering ourselves back down to the mat. Heels off the floor, bums in the sky. Let's pulse for 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Drop those heels down to the floor, lowering our back down to the mat. Last 3, 2, 1. Grab our knees into our chest, rolling our backs into the mat. Couple of deep breaths here. Bending to our knees, coming back to our rest position, shoulder blades are back down. Exhale, lengthen one leg away, bring it back into the tabletop position. lengthen away, back to the tabletop position. We've got hands behind our ears. As that happens, we're going to add a crunch up and lengthen away. Keep crunching, bring that knee into that tabletop position. Last 3. Last one, let's swap sides. Taking that leg away from us, back to the tabletop position. Exhaling as we lengthen away, back to tabletop. Let's place our hands behind our ears, adding that crunch in and out. Exhaling as we lengthen away. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. This time let's lengthen that right leg away. Left leg in tabletop. We're just going to crunch across and down. Crunching across and down. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Let's swap sides. Other leg in that tabletop position. Crunching across and down. Exhale as we crunch. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Both knees in that tabletop position. Lowering down our opposite toe to the floor. And we crunch as we do so, using our hands to support our head. Using those abs to support us. Last 3, last 2, last one. Put our hands down by our sides and lower our head. Lower both feet slightly over, back to the tabletop position. Extend those legs slightly, hold the legs, back to the tabletop position. Exhaling as you hover, back to tabletop. Last 2, last one. Knees into chest, give our back to roll into the mat. Let's take our knees one way, head the other, stretch out our spines. Deep breath here, back to the tabletop position. Other side, lowering over. Back to that tabletop position, finishing off on our side. Coming into our side plank position. Let's take our hips off the floor, reaching over and down. Take our full body off the floor, reaching over, back down again. Exhaling as we reach over, making sure the elbow is directly under our shoulder. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. We're going to come onto a thread the needle here. So reaching under, reaching up, extending out. Take our hips off the floor as we do this, extending up. Last 3. Last one. Coming into a full body stretch before we work the other side. Take a quad stretch here. Deep breath before we turn to our other side, working out our other side plank. Elbow directly under our shoulder, hips stacked. In breath, out breath, reaching over, take those hips off the floor. Stretching over, coming into a full side plank, reaching over, coming back down again. Keep breathing. Last 2. Last one. Can we come into that thread the needle, reaching under, stretching up, opening up through our chest bone. Take the hips off the floor as we do this, reaching under, stretching up. Keep that going, twisting through that thoracic spine. spine. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Reaching up, taking a full body side stretch. Taking the quad stretch while we're here. In breath with that out breath, turning onto our front. Inhale, exhale, coming into that cobra. Take the buttocks towards our heels. Taking the thighs out to the side. Coming into that child pose. Couple of deep breaths here. Coming back onto our seat bones. Soles of our feet together, shoulders are back and down. Palms are facing each other, we're rolling back. Tucking that pelvis under, lowering ourselves down. Vertebrae, vertebrae, all the way to the floor. Coming back up again, reaching forward. Shoulders are back and down, lengthen those legs away from us. Crossing arms in front of us, inhale to exhale, twisting down, coming to that mid position, coming back up to straight. Exhale, twisting to that mid position, coming back up, sitting up straight. Shoulders are back and down. Engaging through that core. Using those obliques. Last one on each side. Coming back up, sitting up straight. Shoulders are back and down, palms facing the ceiling. We're rolling back, tucking that pelvis under us. Vertebrae, vertebrae, all the way down to the floor. Full body stretch. Let's take our right knee in, stretch out our glutes on this side. Other side, stretching out here. Coming back to our rest position, bending through our knees, shoulder blades relaxing to the mat. One knee comes out, extends out, back to center. Other side, knee comes in, extends out, back to center. Root knees in the tabletop position, one leg extends out, back to tabletop, other leg extends out, back to tabletop. We can take our chest off the floor here, coming into the single leg stretch. Both legs exchange past each other, exhaling as we bring that knee into our chest. Keep breathing. If it's too much, you can lower your head back down to the floor. This is our last ab exercise, so 10 more here. Keep breathing. Putting that knee into our chest, head is off the floor. Last 5. Last 4. Last 1. Bring our knees into our chest, rolling our backs into the mat before we come onto our cool down. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Let's go into a cool down. Let's start by stretching our hamstrings, lowering ourselves down onto the floor, taking that right leg up behind us, gently pulling it into our chest, exhaling as we pull in. Time to get our breath back, time to stretch. Cross that foot over to the opposite knee, pick up behind that opposite leg, gently easing in. Exhaling as we come in. Let's swap legs, grabbing back behind that ankle, gently easing our way in. Exhaling as we pull. Cross that foot over to the opposite knee, gently easing our way in. Sitting up, crossing the opposite leg over, adding that back twist, still lengthening and lifting, keeping that good posture. Swap sides, crossing that leg over, twisting round. Back to center, coming up onto our knees, coming into that full point position, Let's tap that pelvis under, rounding that back, coming into cat and cow for the final time. Last time in. Sneak up on our knees, let's stretch back, same arm to our same foot, lengthening through those abs that we just worked. Other side, stretching back. Let's take one leg forward, coming into a lunge. Both arms up, let's add a stretch over to one side, stretch over to the other side. Bring that hand down and lengthening out, opening up through the chest. Pushing back, kneeling. Inhale, exhale, reaching up and over, stretching out that hamstring. Let's do the other side now. Lunging forward. Rolling your shoulders back. Taking the arms up, stretching one way, stretching the other way. Opening up through the chest bone. In breath, prepare out breath, coming back down. Reaching up, reaching over. Bring ourselves back down onto our front, stretching our abs for the last time. Let's half cobra. Let's full cobra. Stretching out from one side, back to the center, over to the other side, back to center. Inhale to exhale, one final child pose, buttocks towards our heels, opening up through those thighs, reaching forward, stretching out that lower back. Coming back to that high plank position, pushing back into that downward dog, walking our hands in, finishing as we started in a roll up, hanging down, inhale to exhale, peeling up through our lower back, mid back, upper back, head and neck. One final back bend, finishing off with rolling our shoulders. Thinking about our good posture, feet hip width apart, drawing up through our legs, squeezing through our glutes, lengthening and lifting. We've grown 2 inches. Finishing off with some deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, squat and swoop. Last time, in breath through our nose, out breath through our mouth. Finishing off on a balance of your choice. Well done everyone, I hope you enjoyed my workout. My name is Verity and I hope to see you again soon. Come and join me on a live.